As any entrepreneur can tell you, until you do something new, this is the truth, guys, nobody thinks it's a good idea. So when I had the idea for Liz-Lange Maternity, and the idea was quite simple. I was in my 20s, I was newly married, my friends were newly married, they were starting to get pregnant. I myself was not yet pregnant. That's often, incorrectly reported in newspaper articles. I had not had a baby yet. Today I have 2. But I noticed that my friends were squeezing themselves into anything that had a little bit of stretch. They were buying very expensive regular clothing, 2 or 3 sizes up, and altering it. And they all had the same complaint, that there was nothing that they liked that looked like regular clothing in the typical maternity stores. So I had this aha light bulb moment that maternity clothing needed to be more fitted, because that's the way my friends seemed to want to wear it. They looked skinnier that way, I noticed, definitely. So that was number 1. And number 2 was that women's maternity clothing needs just weren't being met. And it wasn't that they weren't shopping. They needed to shop for maternity clothing at that time in their life. I mean, my goodness, nothing else fit them. So I had this idea to make fitted maternity clothing out of what was then very new, which was stretch fabrics. Stretch fabrics were new in the mid-90s. And I mentioned it to my friends. They all thought it was a bad idea. Same friends that had complained about it. I mentioned it to some retailers. They all said women don't care about what they look like when they're pregnant. That's hilarious. And but I couldn't get the idea out of my head. And so I almost call myself an accidental entrepreneur, because I never thought I was going to be an entrepreneur. I never thought that I was going to design maternity clothing. That would have shocked my earlier self. And I ended up setting out on my own and just doing it, but in a very, very small way, made to order, really for friends only, or for people that heard about me through friends.